Hi, it's me, Camila Rose, and welcome back to my channel. We are doing our 2024 readings in Capricorn. It's your turn. We are going to be looking at your love and your money story. So we're going to start off with our singles, then move it to look at couples, and then we'll look at your money and what's going to be coming for you in 2024. If you have not already, hit the subscribe button, and if you're interested in knowing what your general outlook is going to be for the year of 2024, that video is already loaded and you can go check that out before you get into this one. All right, let's get started. Single Capricorns, what's coming up for y'all in 2024? Oh, we love to see it. Okay, you are starting off as yourself, Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, you're gonna have a pretty good year. And not that Capricorns ever, maybe go through it, but you're having a pretty good year. You're going to definitely be feeling in your element when it comes to love. You're going to be feeling very stable, very secure, at least financially, at least materially. Your health will be good, all of that. Your home will be pretty stable and secure. If you are not in a form of some type of relationship, but you're supposed to be single, but you get a Four of Wands. And Four of Wands is usually the marriage card. It could be an engagement card. So there may be a coupling that maybe folks around you are getting engaged. Maybe you are meeting someone who could be a potential marriage partner. But there is some stability coming to your home life in 2024. It also looks like there may be something or someone that you find that maybe you can make a good investment with and build a life with. Yeah, it's definitely giving. It's definitely giving. There's some energy coming in. Ooh, interesting. Well, there was energy coming in on investment and moving forward together and stability. Maybe your family life is solidifying itself, but we get an Eight of Cups here. An Eight of Cups after a Page of Pentacles. Okay. There may have been someone that you thought you might have been able to invest with or to build with. And you might be thinking that this is not emotionally the best space for you. You don't want to continue along that path, especially if there's someone who comes in pretty quickly and who is very attractive and who you are very attracted to. And, Page of Pentacles might be a lot more stable, but they might be a little bit more boring. And then this new person might be much more interesting and engaging. We get a Lovers in reverse here. All right, so I think that one of the things that's happening for my single Capricorns is that Capricorns, like your across the axis partner Cancers, Capricorns are usually a coupled up sign. You all enjoy having partnership and stability, and the stability that partnership brings to you, the financial stability and improvement that partnership can bring to you. Who doesn't love a dual income household, or having the drive to care for your family, which also helps you to want to be successful financially or just materially, just feeling good about your life, right? But it seems here that for my single Capricorns, there's a little bit of a tug of war going on between this desire for partnership and desire to come together with another, and this need to really be sure that it's a good fit for you overall, that is actually allowing you that space and that freedom to still follow through with your own personal goals. When we get this Four of Wands to start off with, which I'm like, that's a fascinating card to get because that's like a marriage card. It's like a couple card is coming together. It's either saying that like your community is stabilizing, your community is growing, your community has a lot of people who are maybe getting married or are coming together, and like you're wanting to make this investment, a Page of Pentacles, someone might be coming in who you think could be a good prospect, but then you keep getting these spaces where like you keep walking away. Your emotional needs are not being met, or like you feel like you're kind of this what do you call it? Maybe like test ground or teacher or something like that. Like you find these individuals who need help and assistance. They need someone to help them to get to their next stage in life. And then like once you do that, you're like, okay, my work here is done, and you leave. Or because they're not actually feeding into you, they're not committing to you, they're not investing in you, they're not helping you grow in any way. You're doing a lot of like helping them. So then your emotional needs that you do have, everyone does, are not being met, and you leave. And then there's this desire for excitement, this Knight of Wands, this like you love a good looking individual, and you like that connection, but the stability there is it's just not showing up. The stability, especially that like Capricorns enjoy, is not there. And with getting a Lovers in reverse, to me, that's saying that instead of choosing yourself, choosing the path that works for you, you're letting external expectations, especially if your community around you is stabilizing and everyone's getting a relationship, or it seems, let me say that. It seems like everyone around you is getting married, getting engaged, finding their partners, having kids, doing the thing, the Four of Wands thing. Then you're letting that influence you to push you towards needing to do that. And then finding these connections that are not stable, that are not necessarily the best fit for you, because you're not leading your own path. That conventional form of a relationship may be the perfect relationship for you, but you need to find a partner who actually fits into that, who actually sees you for who you are and can provide you with that experience. So let's see what else we get. Sorry, kind of got on a tangent there, but so we do have a new offer coming in. We got a Four of Cups here. A new offer is coming in. Let's see where we go with that. See, this is what I'm talking about. And it's reflective of your general reading, because you got the Eight of Cups and the Six of Swords in your general reading. There's offers coming in and you don't take them. You're walking away from them. You're not satisfied in them. And I think you're seeking happiness. You're truly seeking happiness for yourself. And I think that's beautiful. I think that's actually a really great thing. I think it's wonderful to not settle, but I think it's also good to be honest with yourself about what it is that you actually want. If you have offers going in, but you're so busy thinking about when you've been burned in the past, because the Four of Cups indicates that, yes, there's something new that would like to come in, but you're too busy focused on what didn't work out in the past to be able to see this new offer and to be able to take this new offer. And like mentally, you're just not there. Like when this new offer, as these shifts and these changes happen, like because of perhaps this Page of Pentacles that doesn't go anywhere, this Knight of Wands that just wants sex, like it doesn't go anywhere. I think you feel a little burned. And so like you're mentally just not there yet. You really are focusing on like, I just need to build up my happiness. I just need to find my road back to myself. You get the Star card. We're going to take that as your last card, and we're going to get one more outcome card after the Star card, which says like to keep hope, to make a wish, to like really be honest with yourself about what it is you want, what it is that looks like, what it is that you're going for in this situation. Like, where do you need to be putting your energy? Who do you need to be saying yes to actually get you to where you want to be? And to start thinking more long term. I'm going to say this, and, it might not be the way you want to look at a relationship, but if you've been able to create successful business partnerships, you might want to look at your relationships a little bit in the same way, not like emotionally, and don't sleep with your partners or anything like that, like your business partners. What I mean is in the way that you've had to strategically form connections to be successful in your monetary life is the same way you have to be intentional and strategic to form connections in your emotional life. They are literally the same thing. They're mirrors of each other. And so if you are very particular and you have standards and procedures and policies and values that like a financial partnership has to meet, but you don't hold those same qualifications and you just go for the hot person or the person that you can fix or the person you can control in a relationship, that's why they don't work. You need to hold those same standards, because what you want is available. The star card is telling you that it's available. And it's also saying that like that long-term connection, the legacy that you want to build is coming for you, is in the cards for you. You just need to be honest with yourself, and you need to be a more active member, a more active member in your romantic life and in your partnerships. Okay. All right. So that's for my single Capricorns. Let's look at couple Capricorns and see what's going on with our couples. Oof. Okay. It was kind of sideways. We'll put the Ace of Cups upright. So there may be a renewal that's coming in your relationship, Capricorns. You may be needing to spend some time really like reconnecting emotionally with your partner. We have a Temperance card. That's your first card out. So a balancing of the heart and the mind. Y'all have a lot going on with like your emotional needs not being met. It showed up inside of your general reading. It's showing up in these couples, in these romantic readings. One, you're working on some big manifestations. My couple Capricorns. And yeah, we already know you're bored, and we already know that you don't like being in this leadership position you're in. You got the King of Wands in reverse this time. That's also from your general reading. We already know that like the amount of responsibilities that you've taken on, you don't really, it's not in an, how do I say this? You're a reluctant leader. You know that in order to get where you want to be, you have to be in this leadership position. You understand you have to have like this control and these powers in order to be able to be successful in the way that you want to be, but you really prefer not to. One, because you feel confined, you feel a little stagnant, you don't feel very excited. You may feel bored in this relationship. You may be looking for some form of adventure. And I'm just going to be really honest with you. A King of Wands in reverse and a Three of Wands coming right after it it's giving some, possibly wanting to try to step outside of the partnership or open the partnership vibes going on here. And to me, that just says that like it's the lack of conversation that's an issue. There's such a push for excitement. There's such a push for trying to like get back that emotional connection that you had, that you're not necessarily like talking about what the issues are. You're just trying to fix them. We do get this. We have a King of Wands in reverse. We know that you're dissatisfied in some spaces. Perhaps though, if you do try some new things, maybe you try to liven things up in the bedroom. We do get a Two of Cups here. So maybe this renewal does happen. It does work. It helps to bring some of that spark back. It does help to bring back like the couple back together, get you into a better space. We get a Queen of Swords. I told you, y'all needed to talk. You need to set some good boundaries. Set up some good boundaries, have some really nice, frank discussions. You might be dealing with a Queen of Swords as a partner, and you're not in your bag. You're in a King of Wands in reverse, but you may need to be stepping into this Queen of Swords. We do get the Devil card here, so there's temptations going on. That's why I was like, this King of Wands and this Three of Wands. It's definitely giving that you might be trying to find satisfaction outside of your partnership. And with this temptation and devil card showing up, it's really looking at unhealthy attachments, unhealthy coping mechanisms. I'm not even saying that necessarily it has to be like a cheating energy or like your partner cheating or anything like that. It could be that like, oh, well, I'm not getting my emotional needs met, so I'm just going to go and travel all the time, or I'm going to go pick up more work because at least I can feel satisfied at work. At least I get recognition at work. It's instead of you fixing whatever the issue is in the relationship, it's you looking outside of it to find like that light again. I do think that if you can have these conversations and explore these things with your partner, though, it can make your relationship stronger. We get a Knight of Cups, like a quick offer coming in, maybe not very well thought out, maybe not very, it seems like we go back and forth between like reconnecting and then being like, ooh, and then reconnecting and being like, ooh. We get the Judgment card. So a fresh start. Yes. I think if you address these attachments, I think if you find the spark back in the partnership within each other, that there is space for a rebirth to happen, for a new beginning, and for a reinvestment into this relationship. Okay. So my couples, you know, if you're not going to walk away, which I don't see any cards about walking away unless you look at that Three of Wands, and heading into a new partnership with a Queen of Swords energy. And you know, Capricorn, Devil card is the Capricorn card. It is looking at like the strength that's needed to form connections. So like if you can get back to your core, you can reignite this partnership if you're interested in doing so. And I'm just going to leave it at that. I'm going to leave it at that. And you can figure out which direction you want to go when you're in this situation, my Capricorn couples, my coupled Capricorns. But there is hope and there is light, and especially for my single Capricorns, you know, y'all just need to treat this the same way that you treat business. If you wouldn't allow that crap in business, don't allow it in your relationships, okay? All right, let's look at your money story. Let's see what's going on with Capricorns and money for 2024. Money and Capricorn. What do we got? Page of Swords. All right, you're studying something new. You're a student in something new. You're looking to expand your mind. You're looking to grow. You're definitely looking for some mental challenges, something that just helps you to, you know, be in a better space. You get a 10 of Cups. Your money story is turning out great so far. That's happy home, happy life card. I think when it comes to the money side of things, you're doing pretty well. You're feeling pretty okay with things. The Strength card, follow your instincts. You are on the right path and seeking something new. And maybe perhaps what you're looking at is something that improves the lives for yourself and those around you. Maybe you're studying something that'll bring you more money. Maybe you're working on like self-improvement things. We get the Lovers card. You're tapping into what it is that are your deepest desires, but you're also like finding your own path, making your own way. You're choosing yourself here when it comes to your money story. This is like a great reading. We got that Four of Wands. It's back. We got the Page of Cups. Like there's so much stability and growth and just goodness coming in for you money-wise. From taking this new step, from getting out there. Things might be kind of slow as far as like making connections and networking, and moving into this new space. But like there's structure, there's stability, there's new processes. You're definitely either going to be running up against a emperor who's very like, no, you have to follow the rules, or you're stepping into the emperor's shoes and you're saying like, this is great. I feel very fulfilled. I'm very happy with this situation. And you feel very empowered being able to like be in this new space. I'm laughing because I think it's such a funny contrast between, look, there you are, there's your cup, there's your card. So you have a lot going on. Okay, yeah. I think you're actually running into an emperor card, because an emperor individual, because we then get the Seven of Wands. So you're like kind of defending this new stance that you want to take. You're defending this, maybe a new job or a new field that you want to enter into, especially one that like is much more emotionally fulfilling for you. We've talked about that in all of your readings. And so you're getting a little defensive here about that and about how you need things to speed up. And you're in your card. We get the Lovers card and we get the Devil's card. They're back again. And so with this Devil card, you know, you're really saying like, it's my way or the highway. Like, I'm going to do what I want to do. You may be falling into some unhealthy habits, but it's just saying like, take a look at your attachment. Like, are you so attached to your need to do what you want to do? Are you so attached to like, not necessarily wanting to follow the rules or take this advice, or being so defensive about, you know, where you want to go, that you're unwilling to, you know, yield a little? But either way, we get that Eight of Cups. That's that walking away. And in all of yours, you have this walking away energy, this leaving a situation energy. Your final card is the King of Cups. I think the reality is that although you're in a space, this is an interesting reading. And the lesson you might be learning is really a lesson about how to get back in touch with like your heart and your passions. Because we start off with this Ten of Cups, which is, yes, it's a happy home card. Everything's doing pretty good, especially so you might not. And I think that's why it was interesting that you got the Eight of Cups as your first card in your general reading. Because I was like, well, Eight of Cups doesn't mean that like something bad has happened. It just means that like you've gotten what you can get out of the situation. Ten of Cups is your first cup. It's like, okay, everything is great. You're following your instincts. You're listening to what your unconscious desires are. You're starting to like set out on your own path. You're really maybe learning about something that is of interest to you that like you actually want to do. It's just for you. You know, there's partnership going on. Your community is stabilizing. People are happy. People are joyous. Like you're coming together. Four of Wands, Page of Cups, you know, so there's a new offer. There's a new interest. You're emotionally investing in something new and different. It's beautiful and creative for you. And then we get this Knight of Swords. It's like we have a complete 380. Like we have all this kind of really nice energy at top, like to begin with. And then it's like, just like, boom, like Knight of Swords, things slow down. There's not a lot of movement. There's not a lot of growth. There may not be a lot of support for your new endeavor. You can run into this Emperor energy. Either you get really stubborn or somebody else gets really stubborn. There's just roadblocks and red tape. You get defensive. Seven of Wands, you're defending your stance. You're defending what you want to do. You're defending your new passion. Maybe even you're defending your family and your community about like where you want to take things at work. Where you want to take your business, where you want to take your energy, where you feel like your department needs to be going. You get defensive about that. And then you either lock in or you really step into your power. You step into your card as the devil, as the Capricorn that you are, who has the foresight, the agility, the ability to be able to move beyond and to make things work where most people cannot, because you are fish and, animal, because you're fish and goat. You know, you have the agility and you have the mental acuity, you have the emotional availability, you have the spiritual foresight. Like you just have that ability. And you know, perhaps you get tired of kind of running into these roadblocks and you say like, I don't have to put up with this. I'm a Capricorn. I can either decide to dive in deep or I can scale up to the highest. I'm just going to leave this situation that isn't fulfilling to me anymore. And I'm going to fully move into like this happiness that was going on at the very beginning of your money story, with the King of Cups as your outcome card. I'll get one more clarifier for this King of Cups. I would though be mindful of, you know, like pushing other people away or anything like that. Yeah, High Priestess. This is, yeah, your money story is leading you in very similar fashion to all your other readings, to getting really in touch and being really honest about what it is that you want and who you are, what your desires are. I think there's a space where like at a time you might have felt really comfortable yielding to Emperor energy, to, you know, just sticking to your attachments and just staying where you are and continuing to grow in the space that you've been in and excel and reach the highest heights, you know, but there's a passion that's been awoken within you, and you follow that and you chase that at the beginning of your money story. And there's just a joy and an ease and a happiness and a fulfillment and just like an empowerment that comes with that. And then it's like the minute you run, you like fully invest in this new venture, you hit these roadblocks and this resistance from maybe some old energy that's been lurking around, kind of tying things up for you to begin with. And it's just time for you to reach a point where you can't ignore that anymore. And you have to leave this connection behind in order to feel much happier, much more happier in your life, much more happier in how you make money, much more happier in your financial stability, and actually like feed your soul a bit more. So, all right, that's going to be it. That is your money story, your love story, y'all, Capricorns. Capricorn. I did not think we would be at this space, but I mean, with it being North Node in Aries and South Node in Libra, there is that continued story of deciding to choose yourself or deciding to compromise for others. And in your case, it seems like, you know, you really need to find a good balance between those energies, and you need to be getting in touch with your heart space so that way you are not sacrificing yourself, which is very much a Capricorn thing. Capricorns, which is why it's always funny to me when people are like, there's no way that Christmas time should be, you know, during Capricorn season, that, you know, Jesus would be born as a Capricorn. I'm like, yeah, like sacrificing themselves for humanity. Yeah, that's a Capricorn. Capricorns, there is no need to sacrifice yourself and your joy and your happiness in order to ensure the joy and happiness of the people around you. They're interconnected. So like, you have to be happy as well. You have to be satisfied as well. You have to have your emotional and physical and psychological needs met as well in order to act, because like, you're a part of your community. You're a part of your family. So if you're not happy, then the family isn't actually happy. The community isn't actually happy, because like, it can't be just one person who's not okay and everybody else is, and that means that everything is fine. That's kind of not how it works. So like, this is a year of you getting back to making sure that your heart is full and that your needs are being met. Okay. All right. Well, that's going to be it for you, Capricorns. Like I said, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you're looking forward to in 2024. Maybe there is something you've already found an interest in that you've started studying. I say dive into it. It's your path to your next step. It's your path to your next like fun adventure and investment that's going to lead you towards happiness. And I know that like, sometimes Capricorns are not always the most interested in emotional happiness, if that doesn't also guarantee material happiness and security, but they are tied together for you. And that is why you've been experiencing the stagnation that you've been experiencing, because you have to be able to turn them both to go in order to be able to get to the next level. And the next level is coming. So have a wonderful 2024, and I'll see y'all later. Bye.